we are going to use both if and index formula together so that you can get grades from name, from the name to sheet 4, from name to sheet 4. This is the name and this is sheet 4. So we want to bring grades here. So we'll use both if and index formula, if, and then we put index formula inside the if formula, and then we reference. We got as reference maths, that's reference, but the reference I want it from B2, so I'll edit from B2, edit my formula to be 16. Okay, and then what I want to do is I'll indicate a column. I'll indicate the column. I'll indicate the column. As you can see, we will use -2 so that we indicate second column, -2, and then we'll close the formula. And then the second one will now be using the if formula. We give our conditions, our condition. So if the value we get here, is greater or equals to, let's say, 80, we want the grade to be A. We want the grade to be A, Okay. Second one, we again put if for the second condition, and then again index, Okay. The reference, again still the same, index still the same, from B2 to B16, and then we include the word column, in bracket, -2 again for column 2, and then we close the bracket. If the value we get there is greater or equals to, let's say 70, we want the grade to be, let's use 60 for his workout, 60, we want the grade to be B. Okay, again we use the if formula, if index formula, if index, open the bracket, they want the reference, we give it, but from B2 to B16, comma, type the column, open the bracket, you close it, -2, I want the grade to be C. Now let us use our last condition, if index, we reference it, B2, B2, want to be from B2 to B16, B2 to B16, column, -2, column, open the bracket, close, then -2, okay, close the bracket, sorry, here we had a problem, we didn't give it didn't close the bracket and give it a condition. If it is greater or equals to, if index column is greater or equals to 40, we want it to be C. And here, if index column is greater or equals to, is less than, let's use less than, is less than 40, we want the grade to be E, or let's say D. We want the grade to be D. Okay, so let us cross check our formula. If index name B2 to B16 column minus 2 is greater or equals to 80, grade is A. If index name B2 to B16 column 2 is greater or equals to 60, B. If index name B2 to B16 column 2 is greater or equals to 40, C. If index name B2 to B16 column is less than 40, D. Okay, our formula is okay. We close the bracket, 1 for the first if, 2 for the second if, 3 for the third if, and then 4 for the fifth if. And then you press enter. We have our grade. We have our grade. Now, this grade, let us check. Here is 90 under Isaac. And in our sheet 4, we also have A. And in our condition, 90 is greater than 80. Of course, here in a sheet A, the names do not match because the names here were different. I used the name in sheet B, but we can correct that so that you can see. Can correct that so that I can move these names there. You can see we have, that's what we have. So Isaac has an A. Okay, we can drag and drop and see if the formula is going to work for the other values. Let us see. The grades are there. They're different. They're different. Let us see. Let us check Ibrahim. Ibrahim has a B, and we say that B is greater or equals to 60. That means from 60 to 79. Let us check if Ibrahim has from 60. Ibrahim has 60. Good. So we have our grades. Have our grades.